edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
23 yards, the final tally. Mahomes going to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Herbert off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Play action. It's Herbert. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Norman. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Norman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, Kelly. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Kelly. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That right right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and
he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gray. And he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
42 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On second down now, it's Kellen, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs, trailing 17-10, 1:50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Uchenna-Nwosu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Here's Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes, they're able to convert on 3rd down, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes will throw. Uchenna-Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The LA offense ready for this next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Over the middle, it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys at plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. Well, as always, partner,